Hello everyone, this is CACS, Sparsh Dodani this side. I hope your preparation are smooth sailing, you're working hard and everything. And we got one sad news today that the exam are not going to be postponed. They are going to be conducted as per the schedule that institute gave us. Okay. And one more thing, I want you to know that I have a little bit of cough or cold, so my voice might crackle or there may be some disturbances. So please do bear with me. And one more thing, many students message me that sir, the video should be in English because we don't understand it. कोई बात नहीं है, definitely not an issue. I will try to convey my message to teach you to tell you things in English. But कहीं कहीं अगर हिंदी यूज हो जाती है, so please bear with me. So let's begin. चलो स्टार्टिंग में आपको एक चीज बता देता हूँ. Please do subscribe to CA Sparsh Dodani because we need this to reach more and more students, and for that we need your help. So please do subscribe to CA Sparsh Dodani. Chalo, so let's begin. So in this video of the comprehensive revision series, comprehensive revision, your comprehensive series for IBS, that is your IBS Shastra, we are going to cover CA final law. Now this is bit interesting here because here the students who are appearing for both groups or group 2 are very confused because as you know the law is in the SPOM module, the self-placed online module. So that's why I thought that we should start from law, and that's how we are beginning with CA final law. What are the aspects of it which are relevant for your CA final paper 6? Let's begin. Chalo. तो देखो बेसिकली हम बता रहा हूँ किस तरीके से what are the aspects that are required, what are the topics which are in the ABCs. We are going to do the ABC analysis of law and what you need to do for CA final law if the question appears in your examination. So there are many case studies provided in the Samadhan which covers the law aspect of it. I saw that many faculties on YouTube have said that the law should be covered from the case study itself. You don't need any other material. I don't agree with that because law is a very crucial part of IBS. As I have seen in the case studies, the analysis I have done, you need to do law well because anyways you are going to do it for the SPUL. So you do need to law. Sorry, you don't need to get the law in your hand. Chalo, let's begin. So, what are the aspects of law that are important regarding your paper 6 IBS? So, see, let's first do with the ABC analysis, then we will jump on to the case study question, and then we will circle the whole thing out, right? So, the first and most important thing, the appointment and qualification of directors. This is the most important thing. If your IBS is concerned or SPM भी अगर concern करते हैं, the appointment and qualification of director is in category A. You can mark it down to category A because यहाँ पे किस तरीके के questions आ सकते हैं? The questions they can ask is the maximum number of directors. Yes, it may sound easy, but sometimes there are a bit confusion and everything. And after that, what are the criterias of appointment of different director? Like in this case, the criteria for women director, what are the provision regarding the resident director, independent director I have separately given below. Then after that, what are the companies in which independent director is required, that may be asked from here. Then a small shareholder director, the question we saw in the previous video, and in this video as well we will see a question of that as well. So that is important right here. Then after that, the whole thing of independent director, the qualification, the disqualification, who can be, who cannot be, what are the prescribed limits, turnover the holding limits and pecuniary relationship, everything they can ask question from this. And simple case studies would be there from law. Mark my word, there won't be any like tricky questions or any like difficult questions from law. Simple case studies, simple questions will be there from law. That would be scoring aspect for your case studies, and there will be definitely I think 10 to 12 marks coverage of law. As per me, that should be there for law. That this is the minimum I am saying. It can go up to 20 marks as well, but minimum as I think 10 to 12 marks should be given to your law. 20, even 25 can go. We can't say that it's your first attempt, but minimum I can say that 12 marks should be given to the law. Okay. Then after that, what are the declaration and when the declaration should be given by the independent director, that is also given there. Then after that, what is the liability of independent director NED? Mark it as A category because I think there may be a case study around it. They might frame a case study around it. So I think that is important. What are the liabilities of ID, that is your independent director, and NED, non-executive in only in case of what are the cases? Act of omission commissioned by company which had occurred with his knowledge, the knowledge of ID and AD, or attributable to broad process with his consent. So these are the two scenarios where ID and NAD would be liable. Okay. Retirement of ID by rotation not applicable. There might be a question. They might give a case study regarding the rotation of director, you know that, so they might confuse you with the ID part as well. ठीक है. उसके बाद additional director appointment, when he can be appointed and what will be the tenure, simply, sorry, then also the alternate director part as well and nominee director part as well. So these are the basic questions they may ask in MCQ or a little bit of theory or mixed theory, what can whatever they can ask. Then after that, the casual vacancy of directors. How will casual vacancy maybe filled by BOD, and then what are the tenures and everything. Then appointment by of director through proportionate representation. I don't think it is much important, but okay, we will cover it. And after that, this is also A category part. This is your disqualification. We will first mark out the A category, what I think that the institute can ask in their case studies. So they can ask about the disqualification of director, the general disqualification, and the other disqualification. This is also given in the Sampurna. Okay. Once again, if you don't have Sampurna or if you want to buy Sampurna, the link is in the description. We are trying to ship it out as soon as possible because we know there's a not much time left for your examination. So if you want to buy it right now because you will get at least some time to read it and use it in your exams. Yeah. उसके बाद what is the vacation of office, in which cases the director vacates the office. This is also important for your IBS. Then resignation, removal, these are the basic things. Then this is a category topic, that is your appointment and remuneration of managerial personnel. This is the topic that is important for your examination because many case studies already have asked about these topics. And what I feel that in your first attempt there will be case studies which are similar or which will be a mix of case studies, like if you have heard the concept of funds of fund in the mutual fund, that a fund is created by mixing or rebalancing the portfolios of various funds. That what they can do with the case studies, rebalancing, remixing the case studies and presenting a new one. So that's why I think if the question is asked in many case studies, I think it is an important question. Yeah. Then overall managerial remuneration, what are the limits and how to calculate, and for the companies who are not having profit, this is also an important aspect of it. Likewise, the meeting and board and its power, it is also an A category question. The first board meeting and everything. Quorum, they have asked about the quorum in the case study. देन पावर्स ऑफ द वोट, दिस इज ऑल्सो इन ए कैटेगरी. सर सारे टॉपिक्स तो एक कैटेगरी मार्क कर रहे हैं सर. लॉ में आपका पूरा ऑलमोस्ट एज आई सेड अर्लियर डायरेक्टर्स का पार्ट इज ए कैटेगरी. वी डोंट नो कि वेयर द इंस्टीट्यूट विल फ्रेम द क्वेश्चन, सो दैट्स व्हाई द डायरेक्टर कैटेगरी यू कैन मार्क इट एज ए कैटेगरी. बट द सम few topics which are what can I say, more important than the other. That's what I'm telling you right now. Then these are the basic powers. What are the restrictions? This you have to see because many a times the institute is framing question on the restrictions. Yeah. Then power of BOD to make contribution, not much important. Disclosure of interest, ठीक है. Timing of disclosure, when to disclose, basic, just read it out once. Then loan to director, this is important. This I think the question may be asked from this loan to director as well because you never know कि case studies किस तरीके से frame हो रही है. As far as the data says, the analytics says, the case studies are being framed in a way that are more practicable to approach than just the legal readings and everything. The case studies are being framed to like what can I say, to adjust with the current atmosphere, what we are having, what is the ecosystem right now. They are making case studies keeping in mind that. Okay. Then after that, investment by company, ceiling on investment requirement. These are the basic things. The question may be there. Then again, related party transaction. This is a category because they have asked this question in the previous case studies, and this question may repeat it itself. Then after that, this is a not that much A category topic. I can say this is a B category topic, but nevertheless, question can be there, so you don't have to skip it. You can just read it out. वैसे भी I have summarized it, compiled it. It's not much. The whole law is covered under 40 pages, so that is not a big thing for you. 40, but just the IBS is sorry, the IBC is different because I already have made the IBC notes, and I think that IBC should be given if you like what can I say, should be given more time because it is also very important for your SPOM as well. Yeah. Then this is the important topic, compromise, arrangement and amalgamation. इसमें if I can say the favorite topic of institute, it is fast track merger. What are the condition, what are the procedure and all these things, and what is the fast track merger, in between who's which companies the fast track merger can happen. So these are the topics which are important as far as the IBS is concerned. So fast track merger here is an A category topic. Then again, prevention of operation and mismanagement, not that important, but yeah, here this one is A category topic because they have asked this in very I like 2 to 3 case studies I have saw that they have asked this question. Now after that we are going to jump onto the case studies as well. So how we are linking everything, you have to see how we are linking the questions directly to the answers using the Samadhan, Sampurna and everything. It will be very helpful for you. Then powers of tribunal, NCLT, these are the basic topics. You just have to read it out. Question may be there, may not be there, we don't know. But the topics which I feel are important, I'm telling you that. उसके बाद registered valuer, removal of names, these are basic topics. You know. Then winding up, this is an important topic. Institute यहाँ पे आपसे questions पूछ सकता है. ये टॉपिक मुझे लगा कि अच्छा है, कवर हो सकता है इंस्टीट्यूट की केस स्टडीज में. Then dissolution by tribunal, whatever you say. So उसके बाद बेसिक चीजें सारी, fraudulent preference the institute में ask question from here, so it is a basic thing. So सारी चीजें देखिए इसी तरीके से है, फेमा में भी हमने इसी तरीके से कवर किया है. So you have the crux now कि किस तरीके से टॉपिक्स है. आगे भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा व्हाट आर द ए कैटेगरी, एक आपको लिस्ट दे दूंगा. आई विल प्रोवाइड अ लिस्ट ऑफ द ए कैटेगरी टॉपिक्स इन लॉ, और ऐसे ही सारे सब्जेक्ट की आई विल प्रोवाइड द लिस्ट ऑफ द ए कैटेगरी टॉपिक्स. ठीक है, चलो नाउ लेट्स जंप ऑन टू द केस स्टडीज. So first we will go on to the case study number 1. If you don't have this Samadhan index, it is available on the Telegram. Do join the Telegram channel. The link is in the description. सारी updates you will get there. सब updates आपको वहां पे मिल जाएगी. चलो. So case study number 1. Yeah. Opal is a public limited company in NSE BSE having a paid up share capital of 600 crore with 20,000 shareholders incorporated as since 2004. The company got listed in 2002. So the company is listed. We know that. Why? Because it is important or not. The company has a headcount of 1,000 employees. The organization. Let's do one thing. Let's first jump onto the question. Then we'll come back to the case study. Yeah. So we will know what they are expecting and what they are asking. So with reference to the information, what shall be the taxability of sitting fees of the director? Salary payable to the executive director. So what is the position of GST on sitting fees payable to the director? If you know the answer, that is very good. But right now, I won't tell you this answer because we will cover it in the GST part. ठीक है, यहाँ पे अपन अभी क्या देखेंगे और लॉ का पार्ट देखेंगे, because we have to do this. We have to divide and then conquer. Yeah. So this is the choose the correct from the state para 4. We have to look, choose the correct. So let's first go to the para 4. Yeah, this. The company pays sitting fees of rupees 25,000 to each of its 10 directors. First, there are 2 directors who are in executive roles with withdrawing 2,10,000 per month as salary from the company, and the applicable TDS amount under one director is deducted from salary. Okay. Board meeting held on 19 January sorry 2023 at the registered office at 4 p.m. The agenda of meeting was to increase the sitting fees of directors and sale of one undertaking of the company. The board of directors decided to raise the payment of sitting fees for each director to maximum of rupees 40,000 by altering its AOA. In the view of board of directors, from last 1 year there has been increase in work responsibility. All of the directors, including woman director Miss Rima Vakaria and other two IDs, hence it was necessary to increase sitting fees. The article of association of Bhopal Limited contains a provision by which directors are empowered to sell or otherwise dealt property undertaking. The board was in the view the sale consideration received from selling undertaking would be used to clear the part existing term loan available from BKG Commercial Bank. However, except Mr. Shamlan and Ramesh who objected the selling of the company undertaking, all the directors were in favor. So all the directors were in favor. What I have seen that the company want to increase the sitting fees to rupees 40,000. They want to alter the article of association. After that, they want to sell a part of their undertaking. For what? For, sorry, to repay the loan. And the article gave them the powers. The article already has the powers for the directors that they can sell this. Two were dissenting and all other directors were in favor. One woman director is present in the meeting and one and two ID were present in the meeting. Okay, we got the crux. Then let's look at the option. Company before selling. The company of the can sell the undertaking with the concept of 3/4 of majority of director. The board of director can sell the under, but proposal need to be approved by SR. The board of director can sell the undertaking only with the unanimous consent, and after that, the board of director of UPAL can send the undertaking, but after taking the approval of shareholders to passing OR in the GM after obtaining the permission of jurisdictional ROC. So these are the things. These are the questions. Now let's jump on to the part which has this director's power. So first let's go on to our index, then law, then this would be the meetings. This would be in the 4.7 page number. So let's go into the 4.7 page number. See, restrictions on power of board can only be done through special resolution. To sell, lease, or dispose whole or substantially whole or part of company, exception to point A, title of the buyer in good faith or sale in ordinary course of business. So let's first see, sorry, yeah, let's first see what I've told you. What was the reason? Hmm. Sell otherwise dealing with property undertaking of the company. They were empowered, but what should be the procedure? As we have seen there, this cannot be done before SR is passed by the shareholders. Let's go to the answer. Yes. Specifies the board only with the consent of the special resolution, as we have seen here, like this in Sampurna. Only can be done through SR, and this part is covered. So this is how you can use Sampurna. This is how the Sampurna will come handy. ठीक है, समझ गए किस तरीके से पॉइंट्स है. After that, yeah, with reference to the information given in how many small shareholders are required to give notice for the or their appointment of their director. So this is about the small shareholder director, and what is the minimum time period before the notice is issued. There, ठीक है, basic सी चीज है. Then again, यहाँ पे अपन देखते हैं कि what is the मिनिमम नंबर. लेट्स गो फर्स्ट ऑन टू द स्मॉल शेयर होल्डर डायरेक्टर. वापस से इंडेक्स पे आते हैं. नाउ इंडेक्स में आते हैं हम यहाँ पे मास्टर टेबल ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, दैट इज योर 4.1. इसी तरीके से आपको यूज करना है संपूर्ण. नाउ यू आर गेटिंग इट हाउ टू यूज इट एंड हाउ इट इज यूजफुल फॉर यू. या स्मॉल शेयर होल्डर डायरेक्टर. Yeah, so here is the point. Notice not less than 1000 small shareholders or one tenth of the total shareholders. So we have to look in para 3. What does para 3 say? Is presently having 1000 shareholders. So what is it? 1000 or one tenth of 1000. So what would be 100 shareholders? So your answer is, sorry, here is one tenth. So your answer is A. 100 शेयरहोल्डर्स. और ये एक चीज आपको यहाँ मिल जाएगी बिकॉज ना इतने सारे पीरियड्स और नोट टाइम वो हमको वहाँ संपूर्ण में देना इतना ज्यादा वो नहीं था. तो यहाँ पे अगर आपको कोई स्मॉल शेयर होल्डर्स के लिए पूछता है कि व्हाट इज द नोटिस पीरियड, यू विल गेट इट इन समाधान. तो ये चीज आप मार्क कर लीजिए. द थिंग विच इज नॉट इन संपूर्ण बट इन समाधान आई विल ऑल्सो लेट यू नो सो दैट यू कैन मार्क इट. अगर एग्जाम में आ जाता है दैट वुड कम हैंडी. ओके. So let us now begin with the case study number 43 of Samadhan, and let's go on to that. So what are the issues related to law that are covered in that case study? So let's go on to that. Yeah, so let me first check the page number from the index. So the page number is 308. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Sure. So this is the case study of YPL Yantra Pedasu Limited. It's an unlisted public company incorporated since 2005. So this is the case study we are going to cover. So let us first see what are the aspects that are in this case study. Let's go on to that. Yeah. So what are the questions? With the reference of the information given in para 1, whether any formalities would have been compiled by YPL with respect to appointment of Mrs. Sunita as a director in SPL. What is happening here? Okay. So what is they are saying? YPL is an unlisted public company incorporated since 2005, engaged in the steel business with 9 directors. They have 9 directors on their board. So just a second. Yep. So they have 9 directors on their board. Yep. Then again, what they are saying that there's a company in Singapore named SYD PT Limited, that's a private limited, in SPL, which is in which it acquired 54% stake. So 54% of the SPL is owned by the YPL, and Mr. Sunil Verma has been appointed for the second consecutive term of 5 years as the managing director of YPL. He has a daughter named Mrs. Sunita who is residing in Singapore. Since last 6 years, she has been appointed for the director in SPL during the financial year 22-23. It will be not 32-23 at the monthly remuneration of SGD 60,000. That is the Singapore dollar 60,000, which is equivalent to 3 lakh. तो सबसे पहले the thing they are asking is is it correct, or are there any formalities that are to be required or compiled with, complied with respect to the appointment in SPL of a related party. So ये हमको पता है कि she is a related party, right? She's a related party and she's appointed in subsidiary. So let us check, is there any provision regarding to that in the Sampurna? So let's go to related party transactions. Yes, the page number is 4.9. Okay, yeah. So yes, यहीं पे थे हम लोग. So contracts which are covered under RPT, prior approval required for the below transactions. So what are the transactions for which prior approval is required? So these are sale, purchase. Just what is happening? Yes. Hmm. सेल परचेज ये नहीं है, रीडिंग है. एक यहाँ पे देखिए, देयर इज अ सच रिलेटेड पार्टीज अपॉइंटमेंट टू प्लेस ऑफ प्रॉफिट in subsidiary associate remuneration exceeding 2.5 lakh rupees per month. And this scenario, as we saw, that the remuneration is more than rupees 2.5 lakh. So what has to be done here? Yes, as Mrs. Sunita was a related party to YPL and she would be drawing a monthly remuneration exceeding 2.5 lakh. So this is the answer. Let's go check it. Yes. So you saw how you can use Samadhan and Sampurna. One more thing, please mark it out. There are many questions about it in the Samadhan. That's why I have not included in the Sampurna. The limit that the board of directors can borrowing limit of board of director is given in the Samadhan in multiple case studies. If I can remember, it is also in case study number 10. You can mark it out. It is present there, and many case studies as well. So if the question appear in your exam, you can directly go check it out there. So that's why I have not included in the Sampurna, because already it was included in Samadhan in many questions. Okay. Now let us jump on to the FEMA part, and let's look at what is important and what are the topics which are very relevant for your examination. Yeah, right. Chalo. So this is the FEMA part of your. So the first thing is the definitions of capital account transactions. And the current account transaction. These two definitions are important because there might be something that where you have to make a difference, or where you have to differentiate between the capital account transaction and current account transaction. So and what where in the case is the person resident in India as per the FEMA. You have to know, as per the FEMA, if a person is resident in India or the person resident outside India. These are the two main things which they can ask from FEMA. Apart from that, what are the current account transactions and which are freely permitted, that are what the institute may ask? And apart from that, what are the restrictions on the current account transaction? This is the thing where institute may ask the question. Likewise, they have asked the question of that 10% of invoice value on tea and tobacco. They have given a question on that. There was a question in a case study in which there was 20% commission paid, but as per the current account transaction schedule 1, sorry, 10% of the invoice value on tea and tobacco is allowed under rupee state credit route. So this was the question asked. So this is an important thing for you. And then PRI cannot draw currency from AP for the above reason for payment to PROI. For this reason, a person resident in India cannot withdraw money to pay a person resident outside India. So these are the things. Then Transaction that require the approval of CG for drawal of forex. These are the transaction where the approval of central government is required. So, for this is the purpose, then ministry, the concerned ministry, and this is also a category part. The question may be framed from here. The amount or the ministry, which whatever the case may be, the question may be framed from here. Then again, once more, a category part, that is your LRS, the liberalized remittance scheme. It is also very important. They have asked question. These are the things in which you can use the money as per the LRS. Then then donation. This is also an A category. Whole FEMA, this categories and everything are A category because the question may be framed from FEMA. As we have seen in the economic law as well, FEMA, they used to ask the question from these categories only. So if that trend continues, the same will go with the CA final paper 6, right? Then the consultancy charges, capital account transaction, these are also important. Permissible capital account transaction for person resident in India, this is also in A category, and this is the limit and everything. Permissible capital account, this is also in A category. There is a question about, sorry, yeah, there's a question about acquisition transfer of immovable property in India by PROI. Okay. Then ECB इम्पोर्टेंट इसलिए मैंने माना है बिकॉज द थिंग इज कि यहाँ पे ECB के लिमिट्स पे आपको क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं इंस्टीट्यूट से, एंड व्हाट आर द एलिजिबल sources and where you can park the concerned EBC if it is a sorry Indian currency ECB or it is a foreign currency ECB, where you can park those funds, that is also an important thing. And what are the prohibited end uses, this is a very important thing. What are the prohibited end uses, and exchange rate is not that important for your IBS. Then again, one more important topic is your parking. As I said, parking domestically, parking abroad. These are the topics which are relevant for your CA final paper 6. Then declaration of exports, and what are the goods or what are the services where no in the situations where no declaration is required, then IEC, it is allotted by DGFT. It was a question in my attempt of eco law. It may appear in your exam as well. Right. Then this is important, the period of realization. This is a category topic, in how much time the amount should be remitted back, the amount should be realized back in India. So this is the where you can say the limits where they may frame some questions, right? Then FCRA, likewise, the whole FCRA is summarized and very compiled in a very good, and the way that you can understand it very easily. The whole FCRA is compiled, starting with the definition and prohibition, foreign source, non-applicability, restrictions, and then the registration. They have a question regarding this registration as well in the Samadhan, as well in the case studies by ICI. And I hope that one question may appear from FCRA in your CA final paper 6. Then IBC I have already provided notes for IBC. Those are a little detailed notes. A little bit of summary is given here in your Sampurna book. Notes are separately provided in the Telegram. If you haven't joined the Telegram, the link is in the description. You will get every bit of information there. So these are the aspects of law I feel which are important for your CA final paper 6. All the aspects are covered in the Sampurna and Samadhan. Likewise, I will provide the list of topics which are included in Samadhan but are not in Sampurna. So you have to, while giving your exam, sorry, if they appear in exam, you can directly, sorry, directly, what can I say? Directly write them from the Samadhan. So that would be very helpful for you. On that note, let's end this video here. Do subscribe to CA Sparsh Dodani. Bye bye. Take care. See you next time.